Hey, this is homework for Tuesday, March 12th. I just realized I made these March instead of April. And last night's homework also said March. Just kidding. It's April 12th. And you're doing page 88, number 5 through 6. I'm losing my mind here. Okay, number 5 says, put the runners in order from slowest to fastest. Okay, so we have Ellen, who can run 1 mile in the last 10 minutes. So this tripped me up a little bit because I was thinking in miles per minute, but they're asking for how many, or I was thinking minutes per mile, so it takes her 10 minutes to run a mile, but they're asking how many miles per minute since X is minutes. So in her case, to figure that out, we would have to do 10, once again I'm losing it, 1 divided by 10 to figure out how many miles she can do in 1 minute. So 1 divided by 10 is 0.10. So her equation is y equals 0.10x. She can do 0.10 of a mile in 1 minute. Per minute. Okay, now for Jason, he's going up 0.5 miles, so half of a mile, every 3 minutes. And 0.5 divided by 3 is 1.6 continuing. To work backwards, we know that at 0 minutes he's not going to run any miles. So his equation is y equals 0.16x. So he can run 0.16 of a mile per minute. Okay, now with Dale, I'm going to do my slope triangle from here to here. My rise is 1, my run is 8. So 1 divided by 8 equals 0.125, or you could round to 0.13. So his equation is y equals 0.13x. And then Samantha, Miss Samantha, she can do 2/13 of a mile per minute, and I'm going to figure out what that is as a decimal so we can easier compare all of our people. And so 2 divided by 13 is 0.15. So hers is y equals 0.15x. Okay, so put them in order from slowest to fastest. So we have 0.10 miles per minute, 0.16 miles per minute, 0.15 miles per minute, and 0.13 miles per minute. So we want from slowest. Our slowest would be Ellen, at 0.10 miles per minute. And then we have Dale, and then Samantha, and then Jason is the fastest. So I listed them from slowest to fastest. Okay, make sure you have all the work for each person. Obviously these two you didn't have to do a lot of work, but here I should see carrots and dividing. Here I should see slope triangle and dividing. Okay, number 6. Use the representations below to answer the questions. Alright, so we have people saving money. I have Emiko, who starts with $60 and spends $2 per week. So his equation would be y equals negative $2 per week, and he starts with 60. Okay, and then I have Garrick, and I'm going to have to put in my carrots here. From 59 to 35 is 24. From 35 to 19 is 16, and we're subtracting each time, so they're going down. These are negative. And 2 to 5 is 3, 5 to 7 is 2, so I have to do some division here. Negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. And then negative 16 divided by 2 is also negative 8. So his equation is y equals negative 8x. Now to work backwards, to get to 0, I have to subtract 2. And so if I'm going back 2 over here, that means I need to double my slope and go add 16 here. So I'm going to add 16. 59 plus 16 is 75. Okay, so he spends $8 a week, and he started with $75. Now Henry started with $80, and he spends $5 per week. That's already given to us. And then Rosalind, we need to make an equation. And I'm going to go, it's really hard because it's so small, from here to here. Put in my slope triangle. Now the y is counting by 5s because this would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So mine goes 5, 10, 15, 20. My rise is 20. My run is 2. 20 divided by 2 equals 10. And the slope is negative. So hers is y equals negative 10x plus, and she started with $95. Okay, so who starts with the most money? Well, Rosalind started with 95, so she started with the most. Who is spending their money the fastest? So we have $10 per week, $5 per week, $2 per week, or $8 per week. So Rosalind again. And then we have who will run out of money first. So we'd like to think it's pretty simple to say that since Rosalind's spending hers the fastest, that she will run out of it the most. But for your secret message, I want you to prove it. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But first I realized I wrote the wrong equation for Henry. So I'm going to put Henry and Rosalind on a different page. So first we have Emiko and his equation, y equals negative 2x plus 60. To figure out when he's going to run out of money, I need to substitute 0 in for y because that's the total amount of money. So I'm going to erase my y and put in 0. And now solve. Negative 60 equals negative 2x divided by negative 2 on both sides. That gives me 30 equals x. So it would take Emiko 30 weeks to spend all of his or her money. Now Garrick, same thing. I want to substitute 0 in for y and solve. Divide by negative 8 on both sides. Negative 75 divided by negative 8 is 9.37 weeks. Okay, and then I'm going to do Henry. And his equation was y equals 80 minus 5x. So substitute 0 in for y and solve. Minus 80 on both sides. Negative 80 equals negative 5x. Divide by negative 5. And he goes in, he spends all of his money in 16 weeks. Okay, and then last we have Rosalind, who is y equals negative 10x plus 95. So substitute 0 in for y. Solve for x. You guys should be able to do these pretty quickly these days. Negative 95 equals negative 10x divided by negative 10. That gives me 9.5 5 equals x. Okay, so let's see what this means. Rosalind will spend all of her money in 9.5 weeks, Henry in 16 weeks, Garrick in 9.37 weeks, and then Emiko in 30 weeks. So it asked us who will run out of money first. And even though Rosalind is spending more money per week, she started with 95. And Garrick over here started with 75 and spending $8 a week. And it only takes him 9.3 weeks versus 9.5 weeks. So Garrick will lose all of his money first. Okay, so in order to get full credit, and a lot of you guys are kind of skimping out on watching the video, I want to see all the work for each person, substituting 0 in for y and solving for x for all 4 of them, to prove to me that Garrick will spend his money first. And you should have all these answers, and all the work I have up here should be correct. Okay, see you tomorrow.